Hi everyone, hope you are well by the grace of God. I'm going for a walk and I'll talk to you about something, but I want to show you a bit of this shopping center and then we start walking and we discuss something very important. It's about a news that I saw about Guyana President that was interviewed by BBC. And it doesn't sit well at all, but I will leave that for you when you see the video. If only they will allow me, because sometimes BBC does not allow us to share things like that. So yes, I will show it, and if it's allowed, then we can all share our interest or opinion about it. So I'll see you. Take care. Bye.
800,000 people, which right now can claim to have the fastest growing economy in the world. The reason? Oil. Vast reserves of the stuff located offshore. My guest today is Guyana's president, Irfaan Ali. His country's newfound oil riches have stoked tensions with neighboring Venezuela. They've also raised questions about this country's vulnerability to climate change.
Yes, the introduction is clear about what this interview is all about. Guyana has found oil. Now they are breaking free. Now they are getting rich. They can be able to look after their people. And so BBC has to interview the president and ask him, is it appropriate? Is it right for you to be digging your oil and gas, whereby climate change is rising, whereby you are polluting the world? Why do you have to dig your oil? Why do you have to be rich? Why do you have to have freedom? Remember, Guyana president was here before and he was interviewed. He was asking for money. He was asking that they should compensate Guyana because of slavery. And they said, they laugh at him, actually laugh at him. They said that taxpayers of Britain cannot give the money. And so if they like, because this was 100 years ago, he should go to the pirates and take all the mansions that they used the slavery money to build. That's what they told him. I'll link the video in the description or the comment section. If you have time or you are interested, please go and listen to it yourself. I was disgusted the way they treated this president. And now they have time, the audacity to go back and interview him and ask him, is it a blessing or is it a curse to have your own money? Please, let's listen to the question first and I'll be back. Thank you so much for your time.
It is expected that there will be $150 billion worth of oil and gas extracted off your coast. It's an extraordinary figure, but think of it in practical terms. That means, according to many experts, more than 2 billion tons of carbon emissions will come from your seabed, from those reserves, and be released into the atmosphere. I don't know if you as a head of state went to the COP in Dubai.
Let me stop you right there. Do you know that Guyana has a forest forever that is the size of England and Scotland combined? A forest that stores 19.5 gigatons of carbon? A forest that we have kept alive? A forest that we have kept alive.
Does that give you the right? Does that give you the right to release?
Who give you permission to be digging your oil? Who give you the right to be digging your oil and gas? Who give you the right to be rich? Didn't you know climate change is on the high? Did you go to the summit at Kenya, Nairobi? What have you learned from that? And you are digging your oil and gas? Oh my goodness. Mr. President says, wait. Stop there. Stop there. Let me educate you on climate change. Let's listen to him. Thank you.
That we have kept alive.
Does that give you the right? Does that give you the right to release all of this carbon?
Does that give you the right to lecture us on climate change. I am going to lecture you on climate change because we have kept this forest alive that stores 19.5 gigatons of carbon that you enjoy, that the world enjoy, that you don't pay us for, that you don't value, that you don't see a value in, that the people of Guyana has kept alive. Guess what? We have the lowest deforestation rate in the world. And guess what? Even with our greatest exploration of the oil and gas resource we have now, we will still be net zero. Guyana will still be net zero. With all our exploration,
A couple of
we'll
points.
still be net zero.
Powerful words, Mr. President. But a couple.
I am not completed as yet. I am not finished as yet. I am just not finished as yet. Because this is the hypocrisy that exists in the world. The world in the last 50 years.
Have you seen where I'm coming from? It's like, no, it doesn't give you right to extract your oil and gas, you know. Oh my goodness. What do they want them to do? Go hungry and be begging for them not to give them, for them not to help them because of climate change. Wow, my people. He even went on to ask him that, do you know that you sign away your gas for cheap, and the company that got the contract is cheating you about 50 million dollars or something. What are you doing about that? And the president said the previous one has already signed the contract. What do you expect us to do? He said that, well, you are traveling around telling us to give you your slavery money. Why can't you? And that was 100 years ago or 150 years ago. What about today that this is happening today? What are you doing about it? Why can't you tell the oil company to, re-sign the contract? What gave them a right to be going to countries and be telling them what to do? He has a list on his hand, questions to ask the president. It's unbelievable. Let's listen to it more, please, my people. Thank you.
Are you ready to pay for it? When is the developed world going to pay for it? Or are you in the pockets? Are you in the pockets of those who have damaged the environment? Are you in the pockets? Are you and your system in the pockets of those who destroyed the environment through the Industrial Revolution and now lecturing us? Are you in their pockets? Are you paid by them? Are you paid to keep their message alive? There is no hypocrisy in our position.
The Center for International Environmental Law has described the oil and gas production in Guyana as turning your country from, as you rightly put it, a carbon sink into a potential, quote, carbon bomb. Now, you may say you have every right to exploit that oil and gas.
That is ridiculous. We, even with exploring and production of all our resources, we are going to still be carbon neutral. We are still going to be carbon neutral.
Let me quote to you Greenpeace, who say quite
simply, I hope you are enjoying this interview. I'm sorry I have to be cutting it short. But, climate change. Because of climate change, they should not dig their own oil and gas when other countries are doing it. Iran, Iraq, Nigeria, Canada, Venezuela, and more. They want them to stop it. Please listen to it more. Venezuela has problem before because they don't like the current president. I think the same president is on now. They have their own president placed there. And when they voted and they changed the president, the world said no. The superpower said no. So they seized their money, the country's money. These people suffered, even food to eat. They started walking to America. I remember British seized billions of Venezuelan money, and they said they play on the news that they are not going to give it to them. Right now, because Guyana found oil, they are pushing Venezuela to go and fight Guyana. Can you believe it? So like he said, it's hypocrisy. And that is operating now. Please let's listen to it more and I'll be back. Thank you for
carbon
your
neutral.
Let me quote to you Greenpeace, who say quite simply, to avoid the worst impacts of climate change, and you know that your own country is one of the most vulnerable to climate change because most of your population lives below sea level.
And we have paid, guess what? Guess what? We have paid for the mitigation. We have paid for the adaptation. We are the ones who have to find revenue. No.
I want to continue. I haven't finished telling you what Greenpeace say.
Yes, but let me tell
Greenpeace say we need to keep the majority of the world's remaining fossil fuels in the ground.
Yeah, Greenpeace can say
You're
that.
not doing that.
Greenpeace and you can say that. But we need to get resources. And the developing world, we need to get resources to build the sea defenses. We need to get sea defenses to build a drainage and irrigation system. You just said that we're 6 feet below sea level. Who is going to pay for the infrastructure? Who is going to pay for the drainage and irrigation? Who is going to pay for the development and advancement of our country? Are you going to pay?
Who is going to pay? Who is going to pay for our road, our education, our infrastructure? Who is going to pay? Is it Greenpeace that will pay? Is it your country that will pay? Remember, we came to you and you refused and you mock us and you insult us. So now don't tell me. None of you will pay. We have to look after ourselves. The developing countries need to look after themselves because they have already destroyed the earth by developing their country. Now that it is their turn, they said, oh, no. They started quoting Greenpeace. Yes. They have been moving them on the street every day here. When they go on demonstration, they will gather police to sack them from the road. They don't want to hear about Greenpeace. But now they are there with Greenpeace. Well, let Mr. President lecture you because now you are in his country. Let's listen to him more. Thank you so much.
Venezuela is now saying he will take that land.
This land, Guyana, was settled in 1899. Our boundaries were settled. Venezuela participated in the settlement of the boundaries.
The Venezuelans say that was a colonial agreement, illegitimate, and it is indeed true to say that right now the International Court of Justice is considering the legitimacy of Venezuela's claim.
No. I'll come to what the ICJ is considering. In 1899, Venezuela accepted the boundaries. The country Venezuela accepted the boundaries. They even enacted local laws that accepted the boundaries. They participated with Guyana and Brazil in establishing the tri-marker point, in setting out the poles for this with the surveyors on the boundary. So Venezuela participated fully. When we were about to be...
Yes, thank you so much for your time. God bless you. If this is your first time, my name is Mamri. I talk about I react on African news, anything concerning Africa, traveling, and true life story. I hope you have enjoyed this video. All this video or interview is about is Guyana's newfound money that the West do not like. They want them to continue to be poor. You remember Guyana was asking for help and they refused to give them. Now they are paying off their debt and now they are using the tactics of climate change. Secondly, they said that the company that signed the deal to be digging the oil is cheating them. But don't forget, it was signed by the previous government. And also they are insinuating or they want Venezuela to have issue with Guyana. Now they said the international organization, whatever their name is, do not agree of the boundary set by the corona rulers. Long time ago they were happy about it. But now that Guyana found oil, they want Venezuela to attack Guyana. Can you imagine? The Venezuela that they don't like, that a lot. I can't go there now. And they were also saying that because of this oil and gas, there will be more corruption in Guyana. They find fault in every angle because Guyana is now breathing a bit. So I think Guyana president has handled himself well. Consider what they put him through previously. All the interview about, I'm talking about BBC here. They put him through a lot. but he's standing on his feet. And then now he said, "This is my time to lecture you." If you are, if you enjoy this video, please like it, share it, consider subscribing if you are just passing by, and stay with me. God bless you. As always, I will see you soon with another reaction news. Thank you so much. Bye bye.